So, join the club. Dues are free, Asian people. It's time that y'all woke up and stop pretending to be like you're anti-racism. Let's talk about it. Welcome everyone, my brothers and sisters, to the Smartsistah show, and I am your host, Smartsistah, and today I'm going to talk about a little more in depth about the attack on the Asian spas last week, and really what I think it means for black people. Now, you got several trains of thought going right now. Some black folks is like, whatever. Welcome to the club. Dues are free. Okay, you got other folks saying, well, no, we can't totally disregard it. We have to, be included in the fight for justice. You got all, either extreme and everybody in between. I guess I am falling in between because I just look at the whole picture. I find it a little odd that there's an executive order for the racism shown toward us. Black folks still waiting on one. I like to see it. However, I just find all the timing of this stuff a bit odd because, yes, a lot of the stuff that was going on during the Trump administration may have exacerbated some issues, but they've always been there. You all already know when the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor, then what, all the Japanese Americans were rounded up by white folks and put in camps, which they've gotten reparations for. Okay, the white people have dogged out the Chinese, like when that saying, you ain't got a Chinaman's chance in hell of making it through some. Well, they used to hold them down in caves to see how much carbon monoxide was there that might blow them up when they were going through the mountains building the railroad tracks that we use today. So white folks have dogged out everybody of color in this country. However, every other group seems to monetarily benefit from the shit. Okay, Asian people will consider themselves white. Let's be real. And they don't really get into the whole racist stuff because that's them, because we're white and we don't have to deal with any of that like you people do. Okay, that's an attitude they've had for quite some time. So then therefore they're able to get loans, start businesses, all these massage parlors. Now, let's talk about that. We all know a lot of them are doing sexual things to people. Okay, every last one of them is not just a massage. I know too many men also that go there that have told me what happens and how you do it. So I'm not putting anything on them for having a business, but let's face it, if I started one and was given some happy endings, me and my girls, we would be locked the hell up. Vice would be on our ass like white on rice. Okay, but somehow in all these cities, they're allowed to function as regular businesses. And come on, some of them may be, a lot of them are not. So let's just look at that first. Like I said, monetarily they can separate themselves. How many of us frequent their stores, their beauty salons, their food restaurants, these massage parlors, nail shops, everything. Now, black folks already know. Y'all already seen the videos when they talking to sisters crazy and still wanting to get that money, though. And we, unfortunately, keep running up in there and let them talk about our asses like a dog while they doing our nails. Okay, yeah. These are some realities we need to look at. Now, just a week or so ago, they were talking all about how there was a lot of black attacks on Asian people. And see, we always got to be the source of the violence, always. But we won't go back and look at all these crazy serial killer white men that have killed Asians. Okay, it is out there. You know, they just wanted to let's paint this kind of as a black attack type of thing. Give me a break. There may be a few isolated incidents, but then we have them where they've killed us too. As recently as that Asian guy cop that was there when George Floyd was killed. So if we want to go tit for tat, people, we can do that too. But the bottom line is, black folks have made many Asian people millionaires. Now let's just go on, let's just keep it all 100. And does that justify murder? No, I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is the fact that don't start trying to pit people against each other, because they still want us to be at the bottom. Asians have participated in anti-black racism as well. However, they also appropriate our stuff just like everybody else does. Go to any wig shop and you're going to find some red, black, and green up in there, some African earring, They sell stuff to us, okay, to appropriate our culture. They get in on it, okay? Look at their kids. My nephew teaches hip-hop dance. Half of the time, most of the people in the class are Asian. Okay, they love hip-hop, they love the dress, they love the music. They do, you know, just like everybody else, you know, you want to be a nigga, but you don't want to be a nigga when the time comes. Okay, that's basically how they look at stuff. All right, and so I'm bringing all this up to say that the kumbaya moments have to be taken with a grain of salt. Like I said, I don't want to see anybody killed. However, let's be clear, black people. Be crystal clear on what's going on here. And now they can get a executive order written to help protect them when they're not attacked as much as we are. Come on. I mean, you know, it's not like they dying. If you get smacked upside the head or whatever, okay, violence, okay, not good. But how many of them are being killed on a regular? No, this massacre is a so-called isolated thing. And then that's why they're trying to frame it like the boy was having mental issues because of his sex addiction. White folks are going to always try to get each other off where, you know, he's not crazy. He has a sexual addiction. And then they write all the articles with all the flowery shit. And, you know, we go back to when he had a teddy bear in kindergarten. You know, all that old bullshit that they do to get sympathy. But yet and still, daggers are always thrown back at us. Like, oh, yeah, them black people it is in Atlanta. Yeah, you know, they be attacking them. And that. No, that's not true. Let's just look at the real deal. Who getting attacked constantly is us, by everybody. They've done it. Like this last week or whatever was the anniversary, that's Sister Latasha or whatever. And like I said last week, that was shot in the head by a Korean. Okay, for some orange juice. You know, stupid shit. We can go back and do some research and get some deaths on what you done brought on us. But look how many millions we done made you. We've put more Asian kids through college than our own. Okay, for all the stuff that we buy. So I'm sorry. I'm all for taking care of stuff, but y'all got to be on your own. Everybody wants to ride on our coattails when their asses get caught. Because the bottom line, Asian people, you might think you white, and white folks might let you get away with it like you white for a minute until some shit goes down. like the Kung flu, like whatever, when then your rights get pulled. Okay, you're white no longer. So now the crazy white people will come for you too. And that's what you got to understand. The bottom line with all of this is white supremacy and white folks trying to stay on top. And they got your ass fooled and got you hating on us when they're the ones doing all the crazy shit. Is them. And that's what I want to keep saying to black folks. Stay crystal clear who your enemy is and who is coming after you. It's white folks. It's white people. Like I said, WAP last week, white ass people. And Asians, if I'm sorry, if we, it might be a few of y'all that come to our marches and help us, but on the whole, y'all act like you white too. So you gonna have to dig in, and you gonna have to swallow this one yourself. Okay, and then now you see how in the fuck we feel when nobody gives a shit. But y'all got a executive order. You got the president and the vice president to come and see you. You got all this shit that we will never get. Has any president ever shown up to any of the black folks that's been killed, let's say in the last 5 years? Because Lord, I can't even rack my brain. It's been so damn many. You know, you might get a phone call, but ain't no motherfucker writing no executive order for you and coming to visit you. And we can go week by week how we get killed all the time. So that's it. That's all I got to say. Asians, you finding out you Asian now. And crazy ass white folks don't give a fuck about you either. So if you think everybody supposed to drop what they doing to come help you, I don't think so. Because this is a common occurrence for us. So can we work together? Yes, because that's what they don't want us to do. But by the same token, the kumbaya ain't going to happen real quick, real soon. Because you're going to have to prove that you're willing to do some work to help us. Some real anti-racism work. And until then, sorry, you on your own. So that's it for this week. I'll see you next time.